Hi, my name is Miss Pike, and I'm a counselor at Renton High School. I'd like to welcome the class of 2025 and go over a few things that you're going to need to know to be successful and get to the adult life you're dreaming of. At Renton High School, we have a large team of people available to assist you. Our principal is Dr. San Martin, and we have two assistant principals, Miss Conkle and Miss War. Miss War is the 9th and 10th grade principal. We have an IB coordinator, Mr. Powell, our Dean of Students, Miss Curry, our Gear Up coordinator, Miss Agapov, our 9th grade AAC. We have an office manager, the lovely Miss Roberson, our attendance secretary, and our two security guards who you'll see on a daily basis as they're very visible in the school. I'd like to talk about some of the things that 9th graders need to know. The first and most important takeaway I want you to get from this video is that graduation starts in the 9th grade. That very first step you take into Renton High School is your first step towards your adult life. So while it might seem like 4 years is a long period of time, it's going to go really quickly. So your effort and commitment to your education needs to be strong, and it needs to start the very first day. At Renton High School, you have graduation requirements. They're in line with the state of Washington. The first one is 26 credits. You'll need to pass all of your state standard tests or the other pathways, which I'll talk about later. You need to do 20 hours of community service. This can be done anytime beginning in the fall of your 9th grade year and should be completed before the fall of your senior year. It's something that you really want to get done so that you're not running around your senior year trying to add this to the load. The last thing is submitting your completed high school and beyond plan, which you're now currently working on in career cruising in 8th grade. So each trimester, we have 5 classes plus an advisory once a week. Each class is worth a half credit. So 5 classes each trimester gives you an opportunity for 2.5 credits. We have 3 trimesters in a year. That's 7.5 potential credits earned each year. Multiply that by 4, and you can see that you can earn 30 credits during your 4 years at Renton High School. Failed classes, however, do not count, and they put you off track for on-time graduation. Many of the failed classes you will need to repeat, and that will also affect your grade point average. And the grade point average is the first thing that colleges and trade schools look at when they're reviewing your application for admission. Here's a breakdown of the 26 credits. You'll have 4 credits of English. You'll take 1 each year. You'll have 3 credits of math. Most colleges and universities require 4, so be prepared to do 4. We start the freshmen off in the Algebra 1 sequence. If you've already taken Algebra 1, you'll begin in geometry. For science, you need 3 credits, and 2 of those credits need to be lab science. You'll begin social studies in 10th grade, and you'll do 3 years of social studies. You need 2 credits of fine arts, or 4 credits if you choose not to do 2 credits of world language. At Renton High School, we offer Spanish as our world language. If you speak, read, and write in another language, we offer you an opportunity to be tested and receive credit. It's called the STAMP test, and we usually offer it twice during the school year. If you pass the test, you can be awarded up to 4 credits in that language. Then we have 2 credits of health and fitness. You'll have a half credit of health, and then 3 classes of PE. Then there's 1 credit of career and technical education, followed by 8 elective credits of your choosing, for a grand total of 26 credits. Now, the pathways to graduation I spoke about earlier are different ways for you to meet the graduation requirements for Washington State. At Renton High School, we're proud to be an international baccalaureate school, and that gives you 2 opportunities to meet the pathway for graduation. You can do it one of 2 ways. You can choose to do the full diploma, which means beginning in 11th grade, all of your classes will be IB. You can choose to do the IB certificate program, which is 11th and 12th grade. You can pick and choose the IB classes you want to take, potentially be tested in, and earn college credit for. We then have CTE college and career preparation, which is the different pathways and the different electives that are offered to help you meet the graduation requirement. So if you were interested in business, we offer classes in marketing. You would follow that pathway to graduation. CTE dual credit allows you to attend classes at a local college and earn not only college credit, but also your high school credit. Now let's go over a typical ninth grade schedule at Renton High School. All ninth graders take these classes their first year. Language arts, you'll take language arts 9A and 9B. The sequence for math is algebra fundamentals, algebra 1A, and algebra 1B, unless of course you've already completed that. We then have PE fundamentals, and you'll take 2 other PE classes if your schedule allows, and we offer everything from yoga to weight training. Your science will be physics A and biology A. You'll take a health class, and then you'll either take high school success, which focuses on career cruising and your high school and beyond plan, or you can choose to join the AVID program, which I'll talk about later. And in that case, you'll do AVID A and AVID B. So this year electives for the ninth graders are going to be different. You all know that the pandemic has turned our lives upside down, and we went from one day having a bustling school full of 1,200 happy students to being at home doing all of our work on our computer. So as a result of this, a lot of people have struggled. I know I've struggled. It's been hard. So we're going to be adjusting our master schedule to allow us to offer classes to the students that have been struggling. This, unfortunately, is going to result in fewer electives being offered. And what we have designated are 8 different electives that you can potentially be placed in by your counselor. They're in the 2 areas of fine arts and CTE. They're choir, a cappella, band, orchestra, photography. And in CTE, we have culinary foundations, industrial tech intro, and industrial tech design. If you're in one of the classes, choir, a cappella, band, or orchestra, we will roll you up. So if you're not interested in continuing in high school, please let your teacher know. Now let's talk more about the International Baccalaureate program. IB is considered the most prestigious secondary program by the international community. This is a program offered in 11th and 12th grade, but it's really important that you get started in 9th grade preparing. You'll want to challenge yourself and take higher level classes, get your very best grades, and do the best that you can so that you're ready to join in 11th grade. IB offers you a pathway to becoming a global citizen. It's a worldwide educational program, which is so amazing because that means the classes that you'll take at Renton High School will be the exact same classes that they're taking in China, that they're taking in Africa, that they're taking in California or Florida. It's rigorous college preparation, and colleges and universities recognize that. And applying with an IB diploma into a college puts you right at the front of the line. It encourages independent thinking, allows you to explore your subject much more deeply than you would in a regular class, and it prepares you to be a global citizen. If you'd like to learn more about the IB program, the district IB coordinator, Mr. Colley, is located in Renton High School. Here's all of his contact information. There's also a lot of information on the IB and Renton High School web pages. If you're interested, please sit down with your parents, go over the information, and let us know that that's something you're interested in. Now we're going to talk about the AVID elective at Renton High School. AVID is advancement via individual determination. In this class, students learn organizational and study skills. You'll work on critical thinking and learn how to ask probing questions. You get a lot of academic help from peers and from college tutors. And you can also participate in enrichment and motivational activities that'll help get you ready for college. So this is our first year that we've offered it at Renton High School. It's been very successful. And hopefully next year, we're going to be offering it to the 10th graders as well. Student supports at Renton High School. We're lucky to have 4 amazing AACs, Academic Achievement Coordinators, at Renton High School. We have one, Miss Agapov, who's designated or just for the 9th grade. Our other 3 AACs work with the 11th and 12th grade, but this year we've been lucky enough to have them helping us out as well with the 9th grade. So what does an AAC do? They're there to help ease the transition from middle school to high school. They'll help you learn to advocate for yourself, and they'll attend your classes in real time. This year, they're popping into Zoom classes. Next year, however we are doing it, they'll pop into your class physically or again through Zoom. It's a wonderful resource. They'll help you work with your parents, your teachers, the administration, and me to make sure that you're staying on track. Also at Renton High School, we're lucky to have the Communities in School program. And our liaison for 9th and 10th grade is Mr. Lowry. Anyone at Renton High School is eligible for this program. They offer a lot of different resources such as school supplies, hygiene items, food, anything that you could possibly need. You can find them. They've got an office right off the Commons. It's got a bright red door. He's there before school, after school, during lunch, and he can connect you and your family with resources that can reduce barriers that might be in the way to your success. The Learning Complex is made up of our Career Center and our library. We have a wonderful library. This is just a little small picture of it with a lot of technology. You might find yourself in there with your teachers. They offer homework help, a lot of different supports during the school day, during lunch, and after school. Then our career and college specialist is Miss Fulmer, and she's also located in the library at the Career Center. And what she does is offer you help in deciding what you're going to do after graduation. She can offer you information about apprenticeships, direct workforce entry, the military, college and universities. She can help you with financial aid, scholarships, all sorts of things. So she's someone that you're definitely going to want to seek out, and you'll be meeting her your first year. The Gear Up program is an amazing program that we just started this year at Renton High School. So Gear Up stands for Gaining Early Awareness and Readiness for Undergraduate Programs. The goal of the program is to dramatically increase the number of students who enter and succeed in post-secondary programs. So this program is there to support you however they can. They offer many different services. For students, they offer the AVID class. They offer mentorship programs, instructional support, the college and career readiness activities, and field trips. I'm sure you guys remember field trips. Hopefully those will be coming back next year. They have tutoring and after-school programs, educational support on financing your post-secondary education. They've got opportunities during the summer, and they've got weekly Gear Up office hours that you can go for assistance. Now for families, they have family engagement nights, education on financial aids and scholarships, and support services, as well as family college visits. Ms. Deborah Curry is the Gear Up coordinator, and here is her email. Okay, and as I said earlier, your path to graduation starts now. Well, what I'd like to do is offer you some tips for success at Renton High School. Things are a little bit different in high school than they are in middle school. For example, we're not standards-based with our grading. Each assignment, each test, each quiz contributes to your grade. So you're going to want to check Skyward weekly to make sure that your grades are posted and that your assignments have been turned in. The teachers use Canvas, and that uploads to Skyward. Sometimes there's a little delay between the grades being posted and them appearing in Skyward. But if you check in weekly, I suggest every Friday, you'll be able to see if, hey, it's been a week, this assignment's not showing, and you can check with the teacher and find out where it is. Make sure it wasn't lost in the shuffle, because each piece counts. So missing work is a real slippery slope. You don't want to put off doing your work. Don't let it pile up. Don't think you're going to do it later. The best thing to do, and the way that you'll be happiest, is get your assignments done in the beginning. So ask and accept help. This cannot be emphasized enough. Your teachers want you to succeed. They want you to be successful. So please reach out to them. And if they offer help, take it. If you need more help, please reach out and let them know, let the AAC know, let myself know, any of us, we're here just to help you. So the Chromebook, your new best friend. I'm sure you've gotten really, really involved with your Chromebook in the past year. So we have tech support. We have a gentleman in our building who he does nothing but help you. And if you click on these links in here, you can get information for navigating Skyward and any help that you might need for your Chromebook. So please take a look at this later when you get an opportunity. So that's the end of my presentation. What we're doing is I'm offering parent-student presentations. I'm going to offer 10 different sessions. We sent a letter home to you, and in the letter, there are a lot of different Zoom links. I'll offer it in 3 different languages, in Chinese, Mandarin, in Spanish, and in Vietnamese. If you speak a language other than one of these, please reach out and let me know, and I'll make arrangements so that I can meet with you and your parents and someone who speaks your language so that there are no questions or confusion. So the Renton High School website is a really thorough, wonderful resource. Everything is on there that you need to know about 9th grade, about athletics, about sports, about clubs, and really get in there and check it out. This video will be there as well. So use that as a resource. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me directly. My information's at the bottom. And you can also let your 8th grade counselor know, and they can also reach out to me. So in a nutshell, that's it. You guys, I want you to have a wonderful summer. I want you to work really, really hard in this last trimester, because what you're learning now is what they're going to pick up in the fall. So you want to be ready and you want to be prepared. So congratulations to the class of 2025 and welcome to Renton High School.